Hey everybody, it's Dave Fingers with my good friend Kyle Gravett. He is the president and CEO of 3ACLEAN. How are you today, Kyle?
I'm doing great, Dave. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Appreciate you asking. So, hey, one thing I wanted to ask you that hopefully you can share with the with everybody here on LinkedIn is how do you handle and can you handle emergency cleaning situations? And what would those look? I mean, what would those look like?
Well, the answer is yes, we can and do handle emergency situations, and they're pretty varied. Now, the most common emergency cleaning situations happen at healthcare facilities, and it would fall under the category of biohazard. So that could mean somebody loses, they're incontinent, they lose their bowel or bladder or
Yeah,
vomit. And if the medical facility has a day porter, the day porter's right there, and the day porter handles it right away.
right.
They have the proper equipment, they have the proper training. Bloodborne pathogen training is a must in those type of situations because it's a biohazard.
Right.
Now, the other type of cleanings that we have done at a bank branch, we had a sewer backup where sewage went into the lower level of the bank, and it only takes a little sewage to rot out the whole place. And I use that term on purpose, rot, because it's nasty.
Yeah.
So you call out a remediation team, somebody that does that, and we have the availability of people that do water damage and things like that, where the a water pipe breaks or something. Same thing with sewage. Other than you just have to, that's a biohazard, so you've got to have the proper PPE, personal protective equipment. You got to have the right chemicals. You've got to do all of the right stuff to make it a livable, workable area for the people that are in those facilities. Other things that have happened, and I won't share a couple of them because they're far too graphic.
I
But
thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, yeah. But where cars have run into buildings or windows are broke out, where we'll call in somebody to come and board it up and then clean it up so that they can continue doing business. Um,
And
those
you
are
can get a team out for things like that pretty quickly.
It depends, so some of these emergencies, and funny how that like water and sewage, those things usually happen after hours. So I can get them out there as quick as I possibly can, but that takes mobilization. And if it's a sewer or water, that means I got to transport the equipment to get it out to the site. Now, a biohazard cleaning during the day, I can usually get somebody out there in under an hour. And
Oh,
that's just taking care of it with the proper tools and chemicals and cleanup procedures. That can happen pretty quickly. But car going through the front of a building, now you got to get a tow truck out there. The police usually are called because it's viewed as a crime scene to start with, I think. But they got to make sure that everybody's okay that may or may not be in the building or in the car.
so then
Uh,
we could occasionally see you on the evening news then, right?
well, hopefully I'm out of that loop, but I have been on those sites, yeah, where I was the first person there so that I could calm the people who are in the facilities because oftentimes they've hit I guess it would be like a panic mode, and it's like, all right, we're going to get this as quick as possible. Don't be down here, where the raw sewage is, where gray water, black water.
Yeah. Oh,
You
cool.
know,
Well, so if somebody has an emergency, how do they get a hold of you?
well, if you've got an emergency, the fastest way is you call 303-716-28, back up, 303-716-2802.
All right.
Tell the operator that you've got an emergency and that you'd like to talk to Kyle because I'll be the one that makes the call out to mobilize the team that would come out there to help you.
Okay. Sounds good. So, and what's your tagline again?
Hey, you give it to me and you can consider it done. And I know that
Fantastic.
sounds a little bit like Herb Tarlick from WKRP, and I'm not wearing my garish sport coat and my white buck loafers, but But that is how we feel. We'll take care of it. We'll get it done for you.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate your time today, brother.
You got it, Dave. Thank you.
You bet.